Right, let's move on to some hi-fi then, just to round up on the news this week. So, Ian, what's happening hi-fi wise?
Yeah, starting off with some speakers. On the last podcast, we mentioned the Eclipse retiring its classic TD712Z speaker without having a replacement ready for it. But there's no such issues this time around with the TD307 loudspeaker, which is getting an instant upgrade from the Mark II to the Mark III version. I mean, I could go on, but I think Ed had a review up for this within like seconds of me finishing the news story. So I don't know if he's
Well, yeah, I
better
mean, they were delivered nice and early, and I spent some meaningful time with them. The review is up to read. I'm not going to go all the way through it. If you accept that this is really competition for open-backed headphones, and in that regard, it used near field, they are utterly sublime. Use them like a normal speaker, and they're not. It's as simple as that, basically. If you look at them and think, oh, that could just be a really elegant way of boosting the size of my TV. No. They must be less than a meter away from you. You need to pay attention to the setup instructions that Eclipse give. Do that, and they can do things that very little else anywhere near the price can do. But as I said in the review, they don't have a performance envelope. They have a performance sachet. You have to use them in the manner to which Eclipse intends you to do so. But I have really high hope. If this is the start point for how they're going to start revisiting other models in the range, I absolutely cannot wait to have a look at them.
Yeah, and as I said, the review's up there. Go have a read. And what else have we got? Oh, turntables. Because it's Record Store Day, or has it been Record Store Day?
Record Store Day has been.
All right.
Not the time for. I mean, essentially, it was another. I don't think we've had a vintage clutch of Record Store Day records for a couple of years now, but I do. Obviously, there's been a huge amount of disruption, full stop. But no, it happened, and I hope that people that participated in it picked up what they wanted and had a good time. But no, there has been a load of turntables at the same time. This is an interesting one. The Alva TT V2. I suppose I can admit this now. I helped test this and make sure that some of the more invigorating bells and whistles work as they're supposed to. So the Alva was released a couple of years ago. It's a direct drive. It is a direct drive lifestyle turntable. It's a fairly unique. So I hate quantifying unique. It is a unique sort of niche in things. It's not going after, Technics SL1200s. It is an extremely pitch stable, extremely capable turntable, but then it's equipped with a phono stage on board, which now thankfully you can switch out if you don't want to use it. And it has a really nice Bluetooth implementation. So if you do want to Bluetooth the sound to a different room at the same time, you can. And whilst I've pointed this out in reviews in the past, that the number of people that will actually do this, you can count on the fingers of one knee. It does actually work really well if that's what you fancy. So that's what Cambridge is up to. And I have every confidence that's going to be a nice product. It also really helps that the cartridge that comes supplied with that is an absolute gem. The Alva moving coil cartridge is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Actually well worth seeking out on its own. Then on a more sort of hardcore Pro-ject, who released new turntables on a very rapid basis. I mean, I could realistically turn over half my allotted reviews each year to just reviewing new things from Pro-ject, but I don't, because I don't want to get sacked. But this time round, they have gone for a turntable and a phono stage. Two phono stages even, where the main selling point is that this is completely balanced from the wires going into the back of the cartridge all the way to the XLR outs on the phono stage. Now this is, we get. We've had arguments. We've discussed balanced components in the past, and there's information about it on the forums. I would argue that turntables over and above digital are something that do genuinely benefit from being used in a balanced configuration. It can really, really drop the noise floor on them. So this is a quasi-affordable way of doing just that if you go all in with Pro-ject hardware. I'm hopefully going to have a look at these. And because, as I say, there's an interesting technical angle, and I do suspect they are going to be rather good. So hopefully there'll be a review on them. But in the meantime, if you are looking for both a turntable and a phono stage, and you have a system which is able to run balanced, this could be, it could have a significant advantage over a lot of the competition simply because it's been designed to be balanced from the start. So this is a nice piece of thinking from Pro-ject, and yeah, I'm guardedly optimistic that it'll be a welcome new arrival.
Excellent. Well, lots of turntable news there, if that's your thing, and it has been my thing recently. I'm still waiting to find out if I can get my hands on a SL1200 in green, but we'll see. And if I do, you'll be the first to know.